Alright, welcome back. The mic's not going to be very hot for probably 3 hours. That's when I need to get the family ready for bed, and then I'll jump back on, and then the mic will be hot after that. But if anyone does comment, I will respond. I just can't promise to keep the mic on because the squeals and crying and you know how babies are. So I will be here. I just wanted to start it early because the wife will be coming home, and I also need to go to bed early. I don't need to stay up till 12 o'clock because it is a work night. But alright, we are on Grave Warden Duelist, and I've already done a lot of stuff in terms of prepping to get my attack power up, so there shouldn't be a whole lot of, oh man, there's a whole lot of side quests in terms of just getting my power up. I also got my ideal talismans, and I'm really curious to see how I can get up to 600 attack points, especially for the tree spirit. Quit, let go of that. Alright, so I'm going to turn the mic off, but if you make a comment, I will try to get to that as soon as I can. Thank you.
Cloud, you're on.
Hello, Prague. How are you? Very nice. I don't know if you heard me a moment ago, but the mic's going to be on and off because I have children around me and I don't want everybody to hear squeals and crying, so I apologize for that. The mic will be all hot indefinitely at 9 o'clock when they go to bed, so but I will be responding to comments when they come in. Grave Warden Duelist down in 10. Next we have Leonine Misbegotten, actually, which is actually at only 8 more hit points than Grave Warden Duelist at 2198. I didn't expect him to come this soon, but I don't know. I guess it's not too surprising, I suppose. So I'm gonna make my way all the way there. So I didn't I didn't prep myself to go all the way there just yet. Ah, heck, stupid thing right here. All right, on my way there. I need to make a correction. There's actually 32 bosses in Limgrave. I could have swore there was 29, so I need to make that correction. Apologize for that. Because I also forgot one of the Knight Cavalries. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even have that up. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. Once I kind of get to the end, I have to reevaluate. I mean, luckily I shouldn't be too overpowered. I can still switch to a weak weapon and maybe get the. But this is still very experimental, so reset on that. It's not. Oh, it's not popping up. There it goes. All right. checking on the other Night Cavalry because I don't think I got him down actually. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure the one in Whipping Peninsula is stronger anyway. So, but I'll get there whenever I can. So he's only slightly more. So I'm assuming he's going to be. Yeah, see, squealing baby. That's why I had the mic turned off. But we'll get there. We'll have to definitely will have to do some cleanup at the end of all this. I don't know why the heads-up display here is messing up on me, so I'm just going to put it on blank. I really hate to, but I like having the stats up there, but unfortunately it's messing up for some unknown reason. That is why I need to quit and restart. Because those annoying dudes that I could... Of course, I should just turn around and just attack them, of course, but... This fight seems a lot better than when the game first came out. Felt like a lot of my dodges didn't feel valid. Feels like I was getting tagged by everything when the game first came out, but now everything feels very what's the word, crisp and not as cheap anymore. So I'm having to get used to the adjusted version. I don't know if there's any confirmation that this boss has been adjusted anyway, but it just feels so much better now. The classic overlapping attacks. It's one thing you just got to get used to in Elden Ring. It's just sometimes there's an attack where you really gotta edge it out so you can dodge two attacks at once. The same attack got me. It's funny, as many hours as I have in Elden Ring, the whole overlapping attacks thing still gets me. It's just something I can't seem to get used to. It's just my mind cannot wrap around the fact that I I won't if I dodge too early, I'll get hit by a second swing. It was bad like that with Romina, but I eventually just used a no roll strat where you just basically clip through her appendages. So I never really learned the correct dodging method for that. He's not wanting to give me the right attacks to follow up on. He keeps doing attacks I can't punish. Not with my weapon, anyway. See, that's the exact thing. That's the exact thing I'm looking for. Is to attack him, and then he roars. But I keep forgetting to do that because the roar is the best opportunity to go in for the stagger. And it seems like whenever I want him to do it, he doesn't. But when I do want him to do it, he does. He doesn't do it. That's just how it works with boss fights. They just seem to read your mind somehow. Dang it, I was hoping he was going to roar there. See? It's just... I was hoping he would do it, but no. I guess I just need a... I mean, I got really lucky that I had that stagger and everything, but... Just, I need to stop dice rolling so much. Got him in 10. Leonin Misbegotten. What a great finish. What an excellent finish. That went beautifully. Couldn't have gone better. Granted Blade Greatsword. I've got to try that blade sometime. And knowing that I didn't even realize his health was that low. His HP amount. Yeah, I can't talk for too long because the moment I start talking, my son starts to scream. So, oh boy, now we're back at the Demi Chiefs. I wasn't really looking for it. God dang, I really wish they weren't right around the corner. What did I come to? Okay, 2436, so I need to bump myself up to 243 then. Watch, I'm almost there. I just need to drink my physique. Yeah. Let me just see how I am without the physique first, because I don't want to walk in there and some kind of weakness prevails. Oh, by the way, my estimate for the Demi Chiefs altogether is 2436. Each Demi Chief is 1218, which is why I had to skip them earlier, because it turns out they had more health than I anticipated. And what do you know? My attack, when I finally... Hello, Lamb B07. What do you know? 243 is my attack output, and it so happens that the Demi-Human Chief's total hit points is 2,436, which of course, doing the math, if you put a decimal between the last two digits, that gives you 243.6, which I guess if you round it, it's technically 244, but I love it when I see it kind of matching up. It's just it's very beautiful. It's beautiful to me, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't going to even attempt a no damage on that one. Screw that, because that is too much RNG for me to deal with. I wanted that nightmare to be over with. So demi-humans are gone. Do not want to go back to... Are you referring to Margit? Because Mohg is in a secret area. Are you talking about the DLC? It doesn't act. If you're referring to the DLC, it doesn't matter who you kill first. It's just it makes more sense to kill Radahn first, then kill Mohg. That way you're right there at the DLC entrance. But if you're referring to Margit, then I recommend killing Margit, then Godric or Renala, whatever you want to do, and then save Radahn. The blood guy, okay, so you are referring to Mohg. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just to save time. It makes sense to kill Radahn first, and then go to Mohg. That way you're right there at the DLC entrance. So next we have Miranda. She's at 2483, which is actually not too far from where Demi-Human Chiefs were. Oh heck, I got these guys chasing me. I'm gonna go for Radahn tomorrow. Then I thought I messed up with this. No, you're good. You're good. I definitely recommend. It depends on what weapon you're using, I suppose. But if I usually like to go into Radahn when I have a total of 400 attack output. That the fight paces out a lot better. Unfortunately, you don't really get to see a whole lot of the last phase. The very last phase is extremely short. It has an extremely low amount of health. I don't know why they designed it that way, but if you definitely want a nice smooth fight with Radahn with a low failure rate, definitely get your attack output to 400 on average. Like I said, it may be different depending on if your weapon is faster. It could be lower than that. But if you're using somewhat of a heavier weapon, I definitely want to... Like the weapon I'm using now, 400 would be superb. But if you're using something like a rapier, a thrusting weapon, you're level 60. Okay, yeah. I mean, you're fine. I can get to Radahn and defeat him comfortably at 55. So it's just it also depends where you're putting your points at. I have to remember where Miranda Flower is, because I could have swore she was in one spot, but she's not. Okay, she's kind of near that little swampy area, so I never go to this area. I just I mean, of course, I've only fought her once. Well, no, that's not true. I fought her several times. I've only defeated her once because of just going through no damage runs on my first playthrough. Of course, she has a lot of poison stuff on her, but. I do not remember this cave being like this. I ought to write a 2,000-word essay on it. Oh yeah, several times already. Very, very many times. Especially this year when I stopped doing a lot of challenges and just started focusing more on just more overpowered than what I usually am. I typically stick around between 0 and 55. My first character did go up to 100, so I did play around with a little bit of room like that. But for about 2 years, I was kind of religious on level 55 and only. But the DLC kind of pushed me to explore a bit more on that, and so after I kind of got more comfortable with using more appropriate levels, I started just kind of knocking out playthroughs. Um, but yeah, I've definitely been through the game several times. Just kind of waiting for the poison to wear off. I mean, it probably don't really. It really doesn't matter. I mean, probably shouldn't take too long, but probably should have picked up some cure while I was over there at the merchant next to the Demi chips because he sells a couple of them from what I remember. Oh, my favorite boss is right after this too. Oh, Bell-bearing Hunter. Yes, thank you. 24.95. Let's see. 24. Okay, so it's not that much of a jump. Yeah, that's definitely. I was really bad about that in the years ago. Breaking controllers like a like a child. uh, but I've definitely grown to whenever I get angry, I just step away from the game, and that's helped me tremendously. Because there's just no reason to break controllers that cost what, $75. I am American. I am a American. So let's see. There seems. Let's see. I might need to be a bit stronger. I'll have to boost myself up with the flask here. Jeez, that was a really boring one. I know she technically killed me, but I really don't care. Screw the Miranda flower, really. It's just I got bored 5 seconds in that. All right. So now is my favorite bell-bearing hunter. really flying through it right now. Alright, have a great night. Be safe. Appreciate it.
Not see names, but let me ask, are you here? Does your faith in the despite takes me any inch? All I know, now's the time. There's a memento, a fine, that's how it grants me. Not floating your boat, There you. Not floating.
Bell-bearing hunter down in 10. Alright. I'm usually a lot more aggressive with him, but I kept it safe because I wanted to make sure I got the count in. But I'm probably going to take a break here. I got to feed one of my kids, and then I'll be right back. Hopefully it won't take longer than 15 minutes. I'm going to rest at the bonfire, and I'll have the break time. Actually, before I go for the break, the next boss is actually Zamor, who is the most representable boss in terms of the average HP, which is 2557. He is the closest at 2570. So I might have to level myself up a little bit. I don't know. You can parry him for the first phase. I don't think you can parry him for the second phase, from what I remember. So we got Zamor next, and then after that, we got the Grafted Scion, which takes a little bit of a side trip. And then Crucible, Sentinel, Avatar, Tibia, Ruin Bear, Agheel, the Cavalry, Death. We won't get to the main boss fights until the very bottom of this list, but I don't know if we'll get there tonight. But it's only 7 o'clock. I plan on streaming for a while. But I'll go ahead and take that break now, and I'll see you guys in a little while. Alright, I am back. Now, I did say, I'm going to correct myself from what I said earlier. Zamor may not even be the most representable HP amount, because I have missed a few bosses, and plus other bosses I had to recalculate based on HP incorrect information online about their HP. So really, after all this is over with, I need to go back and just kind of recalculate and just kind of get back to what is the most representable boss, because it might not even be Zamor. I mean, it could still be, but I think the major calculations are probably going to throw it off quite a bit. But anyway, next we do have Zamor, and then after that, Gratis-Ion, and so let's go ahead and carry on. Zamor also has 2,570 hit points, and I do, so I want to try to get my attack points up to 257. And then for Gratis-Ion is at 2,596. So, I might just, I don't know what I want to do there. I might just go ahead and just bump myself up to 260, but we'll see. Ooh, it's definitely been a while with this guy. I've only fought and defeated this guy once, and that was my very first playthrough. I haven't gone back. Dang, is it going to take 3 fully charged R2s to get him to stagger? Either that or his poison recovers very quickly. Definitely don't need to attack her, hit whatever this thing is, during the buffing stage. I'm just wondering, it's strange the stagger hasn't happened. I guess, I'll look that up actually. Yeah, he can be a stance broken, but it hasn't happened yet. The stance, it is at 80. I haven't made any comparisons yet, but I don't know. We'll find something. I had to drink the flask to boost the chances of staggering. I do have that on me. Good lord, I can't believe this guy has so much poise. I mean, it's the stance. I don't. Whatever. The stance is at 80. Let me make a comparison to something else, because that's usually something. Hold on, I'll be right back. Parrying my attack output is very high. I might have to, I'm definitely going to have to be very careful, tiptoe around this, because if I just parry, it's going to be it's going to be under 10 hits. That attack from the left side, I usually can't stay. I'm really bad at parrying those. I don't know. There's something about the attack from the left side. It just throws me off. Dang, I'm starting to wondering if that attack can even be parried. I feel like I've approached it several times in several different timings. I don't know why he wouldn't. It's just not, sometimes attacks just don't make any sense in terms of parrying. Sometimes you have to parry before the attack even happens, which is really silly. Okay, this boss has a idling vulnerability, like Melania. This is actually, I mentioned this maybe a couple streams ago, but some bosses have idling where when they strafe to the side, for some reason you can just that gives you a good opportunity to go up and smack them. It's not guaranteed, but there's a high chance you can just get a fully R2 charge on them. And Melania is the same way. Mohg is also really vulnerable to idling. He could be backing up, and you can go in for a good an opportune attack. It's strange. It's such. Oh, I'm not watching, but it's a very interesting combat detail where you can punish where you feels like you shouldn't be able to punish. Dang, some of those attacks I'm like, gee whiz, barely. That's why I don't really approach her that much, because her attacks are so fast. It's just that there's hardly a telegraph to them. They all look very similar. There's one attack where she attacks 3 times. That has a good attack window that I can go in for a good charge. Sorry, I cut out the mic before I was finished talking. For some reason my button didn't work there. I pressed R2 but nothing happened. My controller's going bad probably. Should have known with the tracking it was not going to be the floor frosting. Yeah, this one's going to take a little bit longer than I expected because there's just so much aggression in the second phase. I don't know. Parrying might work to some extent. I just need to find a consistent animation for it. Wow, look at that. It takes 4 R2 charges to get a freaking stagger. And so I could pretty much get out before the second phase starts, which I'm fine with, because the second phase is, I mean, there are a couple opportunities there, but it's just more like, I gotta wait out for all these long attacks that are very aggressive and very fast, and those are my least favorite types of attacks where I can't, there isn't a fun telegraph to read. I'm sure if I spent more time on it's one of those bosses where the trial and error process is a bit high because of just how aggressive the boss is. And I guess this isn't a bad thing. It's just not really my favorite type of boss. I like a boss with really fun telegraphs to read, and this one's just one of those where I'm like, it's gonna take me hours to really memorize and get down. But so we're just gonna have to take advantage of the idling strafing, where that's what we're going to do. 4 R2, 4 fully charged R2, oh my goodness, what am I saying? 4 fully charged heavy attacks, which leads to finally a stagger. What the heck? 4? That's ridiculous. I gotta make a comparison. Let's look at Elmer the Briar. Elmer the Briar's got somewhat of a weak stagger stance. It better not stay 80, because that will not make sense. It says 80. What the heck? Why is the stance so much stronger here? It could be another thing that's not accurate on the website. All right. Three, correction. You know what? I lost count. I was not confident what number I was at, and I didn't want to spend time thinking about it, trying to remember. But it's fine. So it's 3. I guess that makes sense. I'm just wondering why it was 4 earlier. So I guess maybe it was just in time. Maybe the stance recovery could be fast. I don't know if there's any way to measure that other than just testing out R2 attacks within a certain amount of time. I say R2, but I really need to apply to a more universal heavy attacks. You got fully the court. Well, I'm not going to state the obvious here, but. I hate it when I do that so much. I got plenty of time. I'm so worried I'm gonna get there before she gets. She has a slow recovery time on that, but that would have, as you can see, it only took a light, just a running R2 heavy attack, and she was able to stagger. So. Got on the second. Wow. That attack. It still throws me off. That thrust attack, because that's a good attack to punish, but it's still, because I keep thinking she's going to do something else, and then she comes out with that thrust. It reminds me of, I think that's directly from Slave Knight Gale, which is a fight. I've already just addressed this before, but I do not like Slave Knight Gale. And it's funny because his DNA is just spread all over Eldering, and whenever I see it, I get really irritated because I'm like, oh, why is he in here? But he's a fan favorite. And he's not my favorite. So I get repulsed when I see a bit of him. There I go again, doing a running heavy attack. I don't understand why my character's not stopping. 10 for some more. I mean, I really hate to do the boss that way, but like I said, I'm just not a fan of the second phase, and in the end, this is just a 10-hit challenge. This is no, full combat time value challenge part of it. I just because I'm gonna come across bosses I don't like, and so I got to cut corners on the ones I do not care for. So next, some more was successful. Technically, no damage. 10 hits. So now, ooh, Gratis Science. I hope. I think, I don't know. I had to get there. I've fought and defeated Gratis Science several times. I'm pretty sure he's a terrible tutorial boss. He's a terrible boss for where his position is in the beginning of the game. I feel like Tree Sentinel would have been significantly better. Gratiscion makes no sense on his position in the game. But anyway, actually, where is the Tree Sentinel? Tree Sentinel is actually right after Crucible, which is after Gratiscion. Then yeah, so Gratiscion is at a 2,596 hit points, and my current is at, so I need to bump myself up a little bit, which I do have a little bit of ruin to do that for. So I probably just need to level up my weapon, upgrade my weapon, before I go over there. Does anybody have an answer to this question? And I can't find it on the internet. Whenever you upgrade your weapon, why does it switch from two-handed to one-handed? Is there an explanation for this? Because this has happened since Dark Souls. I can't remember if it happens in Demon Souls, but I know it happens in Dark Souls. So, why is that? Is it some kind of bug that the developers just have not fixed because no one complains about it? But I have complained about it. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just the problem with it here in Elden Ring is the fact I cannot two-hand. I cannot switch to one hand or switch to two-hand while I'm in the round table. And that's the problem I'm having with it. Because watch. I will upgrade my weapon here. Now I'm at one hand. And I cannot switch. Of course I can't attack. Maybe that's what they're preventing here. But I cannot switch back. It's crazy. And I'm just wondering what in the development is causing this. I'm going to upgrade just one more time.
Back already, no matter.
We're at 268. Yep, we're good because Gratiscion is 2,059.66. Yeah. So we're might be a little bit much, but I think it's best just to be a bit over, just in case there is some kind of resistance in some way somehow. I can just apply a light attack. I can just apply that adjustment. It's better than being underpowered, most definitely. And also, I am not going to parry Gratiscion, because screw that. I wonder what's going to happen. Ow! I survived death. You heard me die, right? And I gotta save that clip. That's a good clip.
Yes!
That is right. Watch, I won't get luck. I won't get that lucky again. Well, at least I know it takes 2 full charges, heavy attacks to get it. But especially with that one walking around attack. But watch, that walking attack, it probably won't happen again. But I don't know. Maybe not. It might be alright. Unfortunately, a jump attack will not do the trick after a R2 charge. Heavy attack charge. Boo. Can't believe I missed that. Recovery. I don't remember the recovery being that quick for that attack. Maybe I just need to roll into it. Maybe that's what I just need to do. I'm so used to no rolling this boss. I can roll into that follow-up and probably get a stagger out of that. Bugger. That freaking telegraph. Which is clear. It's clear enough. I'm just complaining. What I find strange is that some roar attacks will damage you, but some don't. For example, Leonidas got his roar does inflict damage, but Godfrey's roar does not. I wonder if that's some kind of lore explanation. Like maybe a roar from a man from doesn't affect you, but a roar from a beast does. Perhaps, I don't know. Maybe I ought to type that in as one of the mysteries I need to look into. I actually have a whole list of mysteries for all the games. Ah, bugger. I wonder if I should just stick to punishing one attack. That's what I usually do with this boss. 10 hits for Gratiscion. They got really tense at the end. I hope I didn't lose count around there. I don't feel like that footage, that was probably what felt like 2 minutes long. I'll have to go back and review it, and if I don't, I'll have to mark it as a failure. I really didn't want to have to restart the fight again. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's just when the fight drags on that long just to get some hits in, I'm like, it's whatever. So I'm going to put a question mark next to it. I'll review it later. But if anybody else is counting along, see if you can confirm if that was 10 hits or not. I'm pretty sure. I should have just kept repeating the number to myself, but I'm pretty sure I kept count. I mean, I was doing crazy damage, which is why I switched to one-handed strikes, because I was like, oh, if I hit him one more time with a two-hand, that's going to be 9 hits. So, all right, so now it's Crucible. This one should be fun. I haven't fought him in a while. Oh, by the way, Crucible is at where is he at? 2782, so he's a bit higher. Too. Okay.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
This might be the last one I do for tonight. I have been streaming for a while. It'll be almost 3 hours. I think I'll stop at either after this boss or at 9 o'clock. Because I figured that's probably enough. I don't want to. Wait, where am I lost? Where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay. So we'll see how the Crucible Knight goes after I get his defeat. I mean, I got it. I'm probably about in the maybe a little over half now. I've gotten a lot done this stream, so I can't promise that I'll stream again for any day this week. I might have to put this whole challenge stream on a hold because I am having visitors, and I don't want to stream when I have visitors over. So I might just do during the week. I might just do some prep to make sure I'm ready for the following. Because after the Crucible Knight, what is after the Crucible Knight? The Crucible Knight is the Tree Sentinel. Tree Sentinel is at 2,889. Then after him is the Erdtree Avatar. Where is he at? Erdtree. Dang it. Did I forget to put him on here? Did I really? Did I really forget? No, here he is. He's at 3,000, so I'm gonna need a where the big number is gonna be? I can't believe the Ruin Bear is that much. Ruin Bear is 3,311. Ag heal high. 30, only, no, he's not that high. What about the Death Bird? Death Bird's getting close to 4,000. What is the first? Is Margit, yeah, Margit, I think Margit's the first one that breaks 4,000. So, and that he's up to, yeah, so I'll have to get my attack output to 417 to get him in 10 hits, which hopefully shouldn't be a big problem, because he staggers very easily. Alright. Yeah, that's not doing a whole lot of damage for parrying. Jeez. I might have to bump myself up a lot just to get him, because I love parrying this boss. And if I don't really want to R2, I mean, dang it, say heavy attack my way through this guy. Is that 280? Where is he at? Okay, but maybe I do need a good boost more. I'll try a little bit more, maybe. He gets really crazy in the second phase because he starts sprouting out wings and tails. Looks like I need to adjust my timings for this guy. I don't think I've ever parried him with the parrying dagger before. I don't know, he might not be too bad with our heavy attack, dang it, fully charged heavy attacks. Why is that so hard for me to say? Yeah, he's kind of at the pace of Godfrey a little bit. Except Godfrey doesn't have a freaking shield. Gotta love it when the boss just keeps attacking. You just think it's over with, and he just keeps going. You're either a fan of that or you're not. Yeah, he seems, I don't know, I wonder if he has any resistance. Because, I mean, I'm right at where... Because I should be doing a lot more damage than that, actually. So he might have some resistance towards my weapon. I mean, he is, of course he's wearing armor, but still, that shouldn't really matter too much. Let's see, Crucible Knight. Ah, heck, it took me that stupid... I don't want to go there. Why doesn't it take me to the right freaking page? Ah, whatever. Annoying. Alright, so... I had to dig a little bit deeper on that. I don't know if I have enough rooms to bump me up enough. I mean, it might be worth... I might, but... It might be worth for me to get the parrying talisman. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I was hoping to do a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut off. I do have some chores I need to do before